the Chitz and Giggles podcast.
Bonjour.
Good evening.
Evening.
Hello.
Chuckles.
Chuckles.
Welcome back.
Chuckles is back.
Yep, back by popular demand.
He's Pakistan.
Well, popular demand.
Oh, yeah.
Don't know who demanded it, but you know. Thought we were being nice.
Congratulations on winning the joke.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have been allowed.
By a landslide.
You little joker, you.
Yeah. He's full of chuckles, him, isn't he?
Speaking of jokes, I believe I won the last round.
You
FYI.
did not.
I did.
Did you?
Yeah.
For fuck's sake.
Look it up.
Yeah, it was a good one, though.
It
can't remember what it said.
I need to sort my jokes out because they're not good enough, I don't think.
Well, I realised
Clearly.
there's a trend. I realised every time you did a risky joke, you seem to win. So I thought,
Mine was
I'm going
risky.
risky.
Maybe it just says something about the viewers.
Audience. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just the audience that do it, yeah. They prefer the adult jokes.
Themes.
Adult
I got a pretty
themed
good one
jokes.
today. I'm confident in my.
Well, I mean,
ways,
I'm not, so, I mean, it's half decent. It's half decent. Anyway. What's the crack? What's happening?
I like your attire this evening.
Do you? Do you like it?
Very
Very
businessman.
I just...
You know what? You remind me of Alan Sugar
What, you're
on
fired?
The Apprentice.
You're fired? No, I'm only joking.
Lex
I
Fridman.
haven't got the... Yes! I haven't got the authority to fire anyone. Yeah, it's good. I just finished a meeting, a very important meeting. I'm just fixing my tie. Can you see I'm fixing my tie?
Yeah.
Fixing my tie.
Looks like he was checking your pacemaker.
And I'm not that old. Yeah. Anyway,
What are we talking about?
where did it all begin? How did we become where we are today? Yeah?
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Well, I assumed at the age you are, you would have already had this conversation. But I believe when a mommy and daddy,
When they love each other.
when they
Very
love each
much,
other
very
very much,
Well, no, I mean,
as a species.
you know what I mean? As humans, yeah. We were obviously monkeys before humans came along. We were Homo sapiens.
We were?
Well, no, I mean we are Homo sapiens. But before we were Homo sapiens,
Yeah, I don't think we were quite monkeys, but something more monkey-like than we are now.
and some people are still more Homo than others.
Stop monkeying around now.
Yeah. So, what was it? What was we before humans?
Well, for millions of years. Something else.
Like what?
Isn't it that we just
made
like...
our way up to humans.
Yeah. Didn't we just start as fish and then just one day decided, I'm going to grow legs?
I'm gonna
get out.
I'm gonna jump. Yeah, I'm gonna jump
Grow
out this
myself
water.
some lungs.
Yeah,
Isn't it
jump
that
out-
that's where, because obviously fish are born in water, that's where eggs come from. It was a way of still being born in water, but on land. So they formed eggs, and then that's where eggs came from. I could have swore I read that or saw a video about that somewhere.
What, fish eggs? Or
No, just
No.
eggs.
Just like when evolution started, while we were in water, obviously things are born in water because you're in water.
but
But-
life started in water. Single-celled
Yeah.
organisms started in water.
Yeah, but a way for us to get onto land was we had to, create an egg, and then obviously the water in the egg is where we were born, and then obviously we could be born and be on land. I'm sure there's something to do with that's where eggs started because we needed the water part to be born. Not us as humans, but
As a species.
yeah,
Okay.
billions of years ago when we were lizards or
What was it? Didn't you say that something that started in water came out of water and then went back into water, or something like that?
Yeah, that whales. Did you say whales?
Yeah, the thing I heard was wolves evolved from whales, or whales rather evolved from wolves, but that's not actually true. I think it was whales and wolves evolved from the same ancestor. So they both
Oh.
came from the same thing.
Oh.
And that's actually a third animal alive today, which also came from the same animal, which is rhinoceros.
What, rhinos came from Wales?
Yeah, no, it came
What,
from
in the
same,
valleys, was it?
came from the same ancestor. The same as we came from the same ancestor as chimpanzees.
Oh, okay, I see what you mean.
We didn't evolve from chimps. We evolved alongside them. They're our cousins. We have the
Are they?
same nan.
Well. Some of...
Our nan's half chimp, half human.
Oh.
Okay.
Somewhere many years ago.
Did you know that the time from when dinosaurs were last here, like the last dinosaur was here, to where we were here, there was dinosaurs that were...
Yeah, the
You
dinosaurs
know what I'm going
are
to say.
closer to us. The extinction of dinosaurs are closer to us in time
Than the
than
first
the
dinosaurs
first dinosaur,
were
yeah.
to the ones that were here when
Dinosaurs
they
only
went extinct.
went extinct 65 million years ago, whereas the first dinosaurs were around 200 million years ago.
That's mad.
It's the longest time they were around, though. We've only been here for 300,000 years.
Yeah.
Excuse me. What year are we in? 2000. It started with Jesus. Come on now.
Does it start with Jesus?
Apparently.
What time? I don't know. Well, the dates did for some reason. Where did that come from anyway? Why do we all start counting the years from the day Jesus was born? Surely that would tell you that there was something or someone. Even if you don't believe in God or Jesus and something, but for the whole calendar, or the whole year that we're in started from something. Something happened, and then humans thought, "All right, let's start from now." I wonder what that was.
Well, the Western
If
world
it
said,
wasn't
"Let's start
Jesus."
from now."
Huh?
Other countries use different calendars. It's only the Western world, most of the Western world that use.
Yeah, but it's still 2023
Nope,
for everyone.
nope.
The Chinese use a different calendar, don't they?
Yeah,
Yeah, but there's still 2023 in China.
somewhere it's like 2004.
Well, if you've got a time machine.
No, they have a different calendar.
Or a hot
They have
tub.
different months, maybe like 30 months of the year or something like that. It's different.
Isn't there something that there's a reason why we don't use why we've got the calendar we've got? Do we use the Gregorian calendar or something like that? Is that what it is?
Is it Gregorian? Or, I don't,
Is
we've
that
got
the
a
calendar
few
we
of them.
use?
I don't know the name.
Yeah, but
It's the
why
Julian
isn't?
calendar.
It was to do with the
But it's the
like
moon
the
cycle.
Catholic Church and stuff.
Yeah, because the moon cycle is 28 days, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
And if you think
why isn't
about
there
it,
28 days in every month?
if you think about it, right? If you think of September,
It's 7. Yeah.
is 7. But
Yeah,
obviously
Oct
September
is
is the
8,
9th, Oct is
Nov
8,
is 9,
Nov is
Dec
9,
is 10,
December is 10. You know what I mean? So
Where did those 2 months come
somewhere
from?
along the line we've messed up, and I'm sure it was something to do with the Catholics or some sort of religion that kind of just developed the calendar that we use now, obviously to suit something to do with Jesus. Like, I don't know.
The Catholics
What do you
did a
think?
lot. They changed a lot to suit their beliefs.
Themselves.
Yeah.
It's the same with maps as well. That's something to do with the Catholics. You know how we're told that the equator is in the middle of the Earth,
Yeah.
But if you look at a map, like the middle of the Earth or the middle of Europe or something is like way away from the actual equator. But it's like they made countries look bigger than they actually are.
Yeah, that's because we're seeing on a 2D representation.
Yeah, no. But
It's
if you flattened it out, like was it Greenland or something like that, is massive, really.
Yeah.
But if you look at it on a map, it looks tiny.
Or is it the other way around? It's tiny, but when it's stretched out on a map, it looks much bigger.
I've seen
I'm not sure.
something similar sort of thing. Someone said, I want to go from Argentina to India. what's the quickest way to do it? And if you look on a map, you got Argentina down here, and India up here, and Europe up here. Yeah?
Yeah.
And
I've seen this, yeah.
The map, according to Google, the quickest way to get from Argentina to India is to go via Holland. If you look at it on a map, you've got Argentina to Holland, Holland to India.
Mm.
But that's because it's on a map like that. If you put it around and put it where they're supposed to be, you go in Argentina, Holland, India. Because when you're going around the world that way, it's
That's
actually
fine.
you
I
are
would
actually
have
going
been-
in a straight line.
I thought it was the other way around. If it was a flat Earth, if you then you would literally be in a straight line
Yeah, but
by
because-
doing that.
Yeah, but because
It's
it's
not
not, we haven't got a flat Earth, have we? It's round, so it actually moves it up. So it's actually you are actually going in a straight line. Even though if you look on the map, you're going like that and like that.
Have you ever been on a long distance flight where you have a TV screen and you can see the map?
No.
The plane goes in a big arch. It doesn't go in a straight line. That's because you're looking at it on a 2D screen, but it's traveling 3D. It looks like you're going way off track. So if you're going to cross the Atlantic, you go right up past like the North Pole. Not quite the North Pole, maybe like Greenland.
Yeah.
That's because you see in a 2D representation of it.
And monkeys did this. We started as monkeys. Let's go back to that.
It's pretty incredible what we've become.
Are we monkeys? There's a difference between monkey and
Apes.
ape.
Yeah, we
we're
were
apes.
apes. We were apes. Yeah. Monkey's just part of the ape family, isn't it?
Yeah, monkeys are apes, but not all apes are monkeys.
There was another breed as well, wasn't there? Like we were.
There's
What are
quite
we?
a few
Homo
breeds of humans.
sapiens. You said it earlier.
Homo
sapiens.
sapiens, yeah.
But there's also Neanderthals, isn't there?
Neanderthal, you got
And
Homo erectus.
They were like
you got this-
cavemen.
Oh,
and
right.
Neanderthals.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure they weren't as smart as Homo sapiens.
Oh,
That's
no,
why
we-
they
by
died
far the
out.
Smartest. Apparently, we interbred with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were mostly in
then
the
Chuckles came along.
Neanderthals, but then Neanderthals
Well,
were in the
when-
Asian
when-
region.
When one Neanderthal loves another Homo sapien,
Yeah.
that's what happens.
Yep. That's how you get the birds and the bees.
And the rest of them we probably killed.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Apparently,
When
they
it's
used tools, though.
extinct.
They were very strong.
Who are you talking about now? The Neanderthals.
Yeah. And they lived
Didn't they,
quite
like-
recently as well. We lived alongside them.
Didn't they like invent the wheel or something?
Neanderthals?
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't think so.
I don't know.
Was it the Romans or something?
No.
Didn't the Romans? No, the Egyptians.
Did you ever
No.
see the Was it a Bud Light advert or something like that? Of like some cavemen and they're like one guy's chiseling away or whatever, and he makes a wheel, and then you think it's going to be so they can move rocks and stuff, but it's not. He turns it up, puts his pole in it, and then there's a woman pole dancing.
No,
And that's why we got why they invented the wheel, because of the pole dance.
Yeah, I have seen that. I'm sure they invented the wheel. I'm sure it's from back then. I'm sure it was that long ago.
That's a long time ago.
Yeah,
I think that 15,000 years ago they went extinct.
yeah, but still.
So there's scientists somewhere in Europe that want to bring them back.
How? You can't, surely. How?
Well, they got the
How can
DNA.
But why?
To
ask some questions? No, surely not.
Oh, why not? That's
Yeah,
what
you don't
science
know.
prohibits.
Yeah,
They want to bring back. I think they actually are bringing back the woolly mammoth
that'd be cool. How are they going to do that?
with
AI.
elephant DNA.
Elephant DNA. Well,
Like
They're
actually,
part
you know
of the
Jurassic
elephant,
Park, how they do it, or they take a dragonfly or something, do they, or a toad? They take something of that's living and the DNA from the dinosaur, mix it together, and make a living dinosaur. That's literally how they're doing it.
really?
Yeah,
But yeah, that's cool.
With a woolly mammoth.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
There's a few ethical problems though, like they've gone extinct for a reason. Many arguments that we are the cause they went extinct, so that's why we should bring them back.
Didn't they go extinct because of the Ice Age?
I think they thrived in the Ice Age, didn't they? Maybe
Yeah.
because the Ice Age came to an end.
What? And
You
they
just
were
think-
and they were just too woolly. They're like, oh, I just wish I could take this coat off, but I just can't.
Yeah, it's too hot.
There's a
You're just
place in
global
Alaska.
warming.
You're just thinking of that sloth, you, ain't you? The sloth and the saber-toothed tiger.
Yeah.
There's a place in Alaska. There's a gold miner, and he has a huge amount of land. But this one particular section of his land, he's mining it and finding a ridiculous amount of fossils from a huge amount of animals
Really?
that shouldn't be there and shouldn't be there at that time period.
Is
Remember
he
saying
finding
before
two? Is
the
he
further
finding
you-
two of each?
Yeah, the ark crashed.
2 by 2.
He's finding. Hang on, it's two elephants.
He's finding things. Remember I said before, the deeper you dig down, the further back in time you dig in. They're finding them all at the same level, and all like literally buried on top of each other. It's like a mass burial site
What the hell?
of loads of different animals. They're all extinct.
That's pretty cool.
Pretty fucking strange.
I wonder how many, like, other things have been extinct that we didn't even know about.
But they say 99% of all animals that have ever existed are extinct.
Yeah.
That's a lot of animals. 99% of all
If you
animals
think of
that
the
have
amount-
ever existed
Mm.
are
If you
extinct.
think, if you think of the amount of animals that are alive now, and the amount of animals that we know about,
We saw
and they're
this the other
saying,
day.
and that's
So,
only
like,
one, and that's only 1%.
A griffin could have been a thing.
Bigfoot.
Once upon a time.
There was actually a
Bigfoot.
breed of human
Nessie?
that was like 9 foot tall. A human alive at the same time as us. I can't remember the name, but it was like 2 meters tall. So if Homo sapiens interacted with this other type of human and carried that story down, that could very well be Bigfoot.
Bigfoot, yeah.
Mm.
What should you say about Nessie?
Oh, only that I saw a video.
What you see a video of the Loch Ness Monster?
Yeah, no, of like someone that was trying to say that it was real or something. I can't remember. Saying like how deep the Loch Ness is compared, and when you go into when they put like probes down there and stuff, there's like caves that are underneath.
Really?
Yeah. So they're saying that if Loch Ness was there's a type of dinosaur, I can't remember what it is now, and it's the typical exactly what Loch Ness looks like, and they're saying that's what it is. That it's just really one of these that still survived, or a family of them, I guess. And when you go in Loch Ness, there's caves, and there's they reckon that's how it's like that's where it's going, and live in these caves. And every now and then it pops up.
I think it's very plausible.
No, no, it can't be.
Why not?
What, just lives in an underwater cave for fucking all the time, years, hundreds of years.
Well,
It's
God
probably
knows
not the
what's
same
down there.
one. You know what I mean? There's probably like a family of them, maybe.
Well, how do they make more?
We've only discovered 5% of our oceans. We don't know what the
Well, that's
fuck's
an
down there.
ocean. That's an ocean. You're talking about one loch like that there. That lake. It's a
Yeah,
fucking...
for all you know,
Yeah, but
that
it's
cave
huge.
could then lead to the
Loch
ocean.
Ness is massive.
Yeah, but a lake isn't connected to the ocean. A lake is a body of water on its own, isn't it?
Yeah, by term, but you don't know where those caves could be leading to the ocean. Or it could go deep enough. You don't know. What's down there?
True.
There's a hole, a deep hole. They've never been to the bottom of it. In the Bahamas, it's called Ocean Hole. And it just goes forever, as far as they know. No one's ever been to the bottom.
Yeah.
And there's a crazy amount of fish in there. It's not that big. It's not that big. It's a perfect circle. And it just keeps going. No divers ever
Yeah.
reach the bottom.
That's scary shit.
Yeah.
Apparently there's a few of them around the world.
Maybe they'll link up. Maybe they'll talk to each other. Maybe one Neanderthal one day went, I know, I'm going to dig a hole, and just dug a hole and carried on going and got to China.
Maybe it's Atlantis.
Ain't it that it always again millions of years ago. It was just one big land mass surrounded by water, and then over millions of years, it's all separated.
If you look at the maps, you can see where they would link together. Yeah,
it all slots together. There's continental drift, tectonic plates as they move in apart.
So in another million years, we could end up being like next to America.
Yeah,
if the rest of it, if it does come back together again,
it probably will. It started
like
off
a giant wave
around...
that just go crack and then come back together again.
I think it started off in the southern hemisphere, around where South America is today, and then broke up around, so it could like wrap around the other side of the world, and then collide. That's what causes earthquakes and volcanoes and
and glaciers, isn't it? Isn't that what glaciers are? Where the plates have hit each other.
Glaciers are ice.
Oh, that's what mountains are then.
Yeah, mountains. Yeah,
mountains is where the plates have hit each other and it's gone up.
Yeah. Oh, which some mountains actually caused by glaciers. Maybe that's what you're thinking.
Maybe.
The valley that I used to live in was caused by a glacier during the Ice Age. Well, just carving out rock. I don't fucking know that meant.
No. Do you know
if it's where you live, then maybe it would learn it at school or something.
You know Gibraltar.
I don't mean me. I mean whoever told me, the experts. How do they know about this?
Oh right, yeah. Sorry.
You know Gibraltar.
Yeah.
Apparently, used to be part of Africa.
Yeah, it broke off from Morocco.
It broke off from Morocco, and then
drifted over to Spain.
To Spain and latched on. It didn't even latch on. They built it, but on its way over, it turned upside down.
Yeah, but the crazy thing about that is the monkeys that are on Gibraltar, I think, came from Africa.
Yeah.
So managed to somehow make this voyage across the sea. I know it's not that far, but still, floating rock.
14 miles, yeah.
And these monkeys managed to survive.
Yeah, they stayed, but it spun around. It turned over, turned upside down on itself.
How long did it take?
That's why it's a big speed. I don't know, but years ago, I mean, you've been there to get onto Gibraltar. You've got to go across a runway. Years ago, before that runway was built, there would only be certain times of day it was connected to Spain, because with the tides moving and stuff, the whole rock used to move out and then move back in again.
It's crazy. We can just
so you could only get on and off at certain times of the day.
So
and in the end,
what is it now? It's just stuck to it.
Now, by when they've built all around it and they've built the runway and they've done all that, then now it's all like welded itself together over years.
Ah,
it just flops off one day.
Yeah,
it could just crack and break away. Yeah, I suppose.
Like an ice cream off a cone.
I mean, it could be bollocks, but that's the story I got told when I went there and I'd done a big tour thing of that.
Yeah, that's what I've been told.
It's pretty cool. It's interesting stuff. And those apes are native to the Gibraltar Rock. They're nowhere else.
Didn't they used to be in Africa though?
They were, but
there's no way an entire species of monkey.
They're the only species of that type of ape.
They must have gone extinct somewhere else.
As far as I'm aware.
I mean, Gibraltar is literally a rock.
It is all it is.
It's not like a small island or anything. It's a rock.
Yeah.
How the fuck did they evolve on that?
Big F, I don't know. But when it was part of Africa and that's where they lived, and there's hundreds of them, obviously, but they're the only on that rock, as far as I'm aware. They're a protected species, endangered and protected species. They're the only ones of that type of monkey ape. They're apes. There are no others.
Are they not monkeys? They're the monkeys.
They're apes. No, they're apes.
They got tails.
No, they don't.
Don't they?
No.
Okay.
No, they're apes. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure I know that because when I was there years ago, and someone said apparently because they're that protected, if you harm one of them, you get like a stupid fine and you get like prison time and everything for harming a monkey, an ape on Gibraltar. Yeah.
Yeah, so you should.
Because, I mean they're vicious. They're really, really vicious.
And we're not.
Well, I mean,
we drop nuclear bombs vicious. On people.
Yeah, but I'm not.
Yeah, maybe that one particular monkey wasn't.
But that particular monkey that run up to me once and grabbed my drink out my hand and run off and bit the end of it and started drinking it. Literally did. Little shit, honestly. I had a drink in my hand. It jumped up, grabbed my drink out my hand, ran up a wall, bit the bottom of it, because he didn't want to take the lid off. I don't know why he did have to take the lid off, but bit the bottom and started drinking it, and then turned it the right way
bottom's the
around,
top
took the
for
lid
them.
off it. Huh?
Monkeys open the banana the other way up to us.
It's an ape, not a monkey.
It's actually what makes us different.
Don't eat bananas.
Do you know?
There's no. What's the word?
What?
There's no like
Elegant?
elegant way to eat a banana.
Did you see that
Turn on the
video?
side.
I sent you a video once, didn't I? The guy was like, okay, this is how we don't eat a banana. And the guy goes to eat it and he's like, no, that. And then he starts holding it like this. No, that way too.
Yeah, there's no elegant way to eat a banana unless you do like eat it sideways like a big bit of
On
melon.
the cob.
Yeah, like a corn on the cob.
I haven't eaten like that before. No, they taste
I
good,
wonder
though.
how the
Have the two
queen.
bananas a day.
I wonder how the queen would eat a banana.
Well, she wouldn't now. Would
Well, no, when she did.
she? Philip. I hope she don't watch this now.
Do you think she wiped her own ass?
Yeah, of course she
Yeah,
did.
I reckon she does. Yeah, of course.
Do you think?
You have a butt wiping butt
I'm
look?
sure old people don't wipe their own ass anyway, don't they?
Well, I mean, most
If
of
they
them.
can reach. Isn't it?
How did T-Rexes wipe their ass then? No hands.
They should just scuffle. Just shuffle along the ground like a
Shuffle
dog
along. Yeah.
on a carpet.
Oh. Yeah. So we went from hunter-gatherer, like, oh, must eat food, to sitting in a virtual world like this in, what did you say?
3,000? You say 3,000?
300,000.
300,000 years.
That's debatable, though.
Okay.
Between 200 and 300,000 years.
Okay, but still. We went from then we went from that to living in like I don't know huts. No, because they lived in huts. What am I trying to say?
Yeah, like the civilization. I think that was around 10,000 years ago.
Okay, so all right, 10,000 years ago. So it took them, let's say
Which again is debatable.
it took them 250,000 years to get from one to another.
Yeah.
Evolution now. And then it took us, what, let's say, even 1,000 years ago. 1,000 years ago, there was nothing like TVs. There was nothing like what I'm trying to get at is how much things have evolved and changed in the last 100 years alone.
Culture's definitely changed.
Compared to
Genetically, we haven't changed much, though. You'd be surprised.
No, but you mean
we
like
haven't.
you mean like technology?
I mean,
like-
no, everything. From you go back 100 years. All right, we had normal brick buildings and stuff, but everything
Turn on a
changed.
microwave.
Everything changed in the last 100 years. But if you can, not a lot changed in the 1,000 years before that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? How have we gone so quick all of a sudden? How have we sped everything up?
I don't know. I wonder what that was.
Something happened, and then all of a sudden, technology and everything just went on times 10.
I think somebody just pulled their finger out.
How old is Elon?
50 something. We always making advancements. Like the Romans were
Yeah,
what,
but
1,000 years
slowly.
ago?
But slow, yeah, but ridiculously slow compared to now.
Not as many people.
Yeah, but
Hygiene.
people that actually make a difference.
I think
hygiene, medicine,
probably
isn't it like
penicillin,
the
but when-
the average lifespan of someone, you know, like hundreds of years ago was like,
doubled in the last 100
like
years.
50.
well, yeah, it was
years.
like 30, 40 or something. You were an old man.
Yeah.
So there's that. People are living longer. There's more people around. And obviously technology and then, teaching and all that sort of stuff has gone better and better and better.
Yeah, but in the last 20 years, technology's got moved on ridiculous amount. I wonder how advanced technology would be in another 30 years.
Yeah. The thing is, technology grows like exponentially, doesn't it? So,
especially with AI.
AI is just one part of it, though. I mean,
yeah, but
not just
if you
AI.
think about like memory, in a years ago when
Yeah,
let's say 20
well,
years ago, it was like 8 bits or something, and then
in a
they
computer.
then they brought out
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw
megabytes
memory
and then,
cards for my PS1 with like 2 megabytes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and now your
yeah,
phone's
but
got
exactly.
200.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. That's what I mean by exponential. So obviously that 2 megabytes. Then the next thing that came along was like I don't know, 20 megabytes or whatever. So the jump from 20 megabytes to a gigabyte, and then a gigabyte to a terabyte. The jump is really, really big.
Like a big jump between the two. Yeah.
Yeah, our phones
And the size of things as well. You know what I mean? Like the size of a hard drive. You know what I mean? It was like big like this.
Now
Whereas
it's like a tiny thing.
Yeah.
Well, our mobile phones are more powerful than the entire computer system they use to send the Apollo missions to the moon.
Yeah.
That's mad.
I heard that. I heard you got more computing power in your pocket than they had on the whole space station.
Do you watch the Lex Friedman's podcast?
No, I
He
haven't.
recently had Mark Zuckerberg on, but normally he has a in-person conversation with his guests, and with Mark Zuckerberg, they were in VR.
Wow, I wonder where they got that idea from.
I know. He likes to steal things, doesn't he? Good old Mark.
Yeah, little Marky Mark.
But the realism of it was incredible.
Yeah,
Ever seen
your
it?
avatar's pretty real.
No, it was real.
Like human, yeah, like human looking.
I've seen it. Have you seen it?
No,
Have you not seen it?
no.
I'll send it to you in a minute. Like it, not just like human. It's exactly the same.
It is incredible.
I don't know how they get the avatar in there. I'm guessing they have to scan your face.
Yeah, they do take a rendering of you, but it's got cameras on the inside of the headset, so to pick up facial expressions. So our mouths are moving now because it's picking up our voice. But I get smiling, for example, blinking, frowning, all those sorts of things we can't express now. In this new one, you can.
But is that using like the pro version of the Oculus, or is
No,
that
it's
something else that they're
it's
working
it's
on?
The Oculus 3, the new
It's
one.
the Oculus 3.
Oh, really?
It's only 500 quid as well.
It can't be. It can't be for all. So that's got to be just one, like an app that they've built for it. Maybe that's just showing off the power.
Yeah,
it's
just
got.
showing off what it can do. Yeah.
I don't think that's what maybe in the future in the Oculus 5 or 6 they'll be standard, but
Oh yeah,
I bet
of course. Yeah, no doubt. But it's still incredible.
yeah,
they're
what
able
it
to do.
would be. I mean, Ready Player One's coming. I'm telling you.
Definitely.
Yeah, it'll be that we'll end up like Wally, and it'll just be like couch potatoes in a simulation VR.
I hope so.
In why? No, don't want to do that.
No, I think it's heading that way though.
In the way, yeah, probably.
I mean, for gaming and things, it is. But I don't think that we would end up all living in like on couches. You know what I mean? And
In the
that's
Oasis.
it.
But
I mean,
people working
how
in
would
the
you
metaverse.
eat? Huh?
You'd still eat. You still have to eat. You still have to log off for an hour a day.
Mm.
You'd have to sleep. You'd have to log off for 8 hours a day. Have a quick protein drink. And then hop back in.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. They've even got like machines that you can run on and stuff as well, aren't they?
Yeah, they
Like
get
treadmills
really cool.
again, like Ready Player One, where you just start running on the spot and it.
There's some companies
detects it.
doing very good things.
Yeah, and that haptic.
It's a haptic suit. It's a haptic
Yeah.
suit
Yeah,
thing.
I've
Have you
seen
seen
them.
them?
Yeah, they look cool.
So you'll feel things, see things. The only bit that you could never really get real is the touch. You know what I mean? I mean, I can feel something here, but it's because it's my desk. But if there was nothing here, if I was just sat, in an
I don't know,
empty
mind.
room.
In the ping pong game, in the table tennis game, I feel like I can. When you hit the bat against the table,
Yeah.
even though I'm still not touching anything, you can feel it. The
I
vibration.
think it's because it makes like a knocky sound when you're hitting it. I think that's just telling your brain that I just hit a table.
And the controller also like vibrates.
Yeah. So that's what haptic feedback is.
With the new controllers on the Quest 3, they got the same as the PS5.
Oh, like the what's it called? Like a resistance in the triggers.
Yeah.
Are they? That's cool. What?
He's
got a PS5, isn't he?
What?
I've never thought. Like the resistance in the triggers.
Mm.
When you're playing like shooting games and stuff, it feels like an actual trigger.
It's weird though. Do you know when you're playing like I played this game? I haven't got one. I played my nephew's. You're holding a controller and you have like a ball. You're on the screen. And you got to like try and move the controller, and you move in like the little thing into the ball into the hole.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But you can feel the ball inside the controller moving around.
No.
It's so strange. And then you got this other game there. We've got like 4 balls, and you got to like tip them over inside the controller. You can feel it. It's incredible.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's got to be just using like vibrations and shit in the controller, because there's not an actual ball in there.
No, but it feels a lot like a ball. You could feel them like sliding down and then hit in the end, and then you go. Oh, you have to like. That's right. You have to try and guess how many balls are inside it. So you tip it up to the edge, and then they all fall down. You've got to feel how many there was.
What's this on a PS5?
Yeah, I'm sure it was the PS5 controller I was doing it with. Then the faster you tipped it up, the faster they fell, so it was harder to tell how many was in. So if you'd done it slowly, they would slowly hit, then you could like count how many was in there.
That's cool.
It was very cool. I was impressed. And that was a few years ago. That was like 2 years ago when did it come out?
Bloody hell. When did the PS5 come out? Yeah, I don't know.
It's been a while now.
Probably 3 years now.
How much technology
Still can't buy
those
just-
3 years?
You can now.
Can you?
Yeah, they're readily available now. That's the thing. They brought them out, but then I think because of COVID or whatever, they couldn't get any of their parts. So they.
The 6 will be out now soon.
I'm sure about that.
Yeah. I can't wait for GTA 6. That's going to be a good game.
I played
weird.
GTA 5 to the death. I really
You
enjoyed
have?
the game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good game. But even still, look at games in the last 20 years, 15 years, not even that, 10 years.
Oh,
How
when
much
was the
they've-
first video game? 1970s? Where was Pong? Like the game where you had the two things on the side. And you
yeah,
had
it's
the
gotta
thing
be
bouncing back and
70s.
forth.
Yeah, probably. It would have been after it's one of the first things they done with the computer, wasn't it?
It was the first time you could control your TV with a controller, with a stick. You could move something.
Really? That's what they're doing with, again, technology moving on, like Neuralink.
Yes.
Neuralink's going to
They're
be
starting
good.
their first human trial soon.
Are they? They've got you know about Neuralink?
No. Well,
It's the Elon Musk's company called Neuralink, and they put chips in people's head and they can control things with the brain.
oh, okay.
It's a brain chip. It's an inversive procedure, so it actually goes into the brain. Then you can connect it. It's like a Fitbit. It literally connects to your phone. But if you're like a paraplegic and you got no access to your legs, it's a nerve damage.
Yeah.
There's a communication error between your spine, the top of your spine and the base of your spine. So they've got an idea to plant the new link in your head, another one at the base of your spine, and via Bluetooth send a signal to your legs so you can walk again.
Oh, okay. That'd be cool.
It's not quite there yet. They've done it in monkeys and in pigs so far. But soon they start in human trials.
Yeah, they've
had the approval.
They've had monkeys. There's videos of it. Monkeys playing like that game, that Pong game.
That exact game.
And it's got
Bit of brain.
It's got like a bit of a food on a stick thing. like coming out of a tube. They get the monkey to play the game with its head, and it tells it moves the thing with its brain. And when it does well, it gives it food. Obviously, he's trying to train it to use its brain to control this game. And it ends up playing the game without any controllers, just using purely the Neuralink. But if you had that, again, you could make it do anything.
You can play music in your brain. You can literally listen to music without earphones. It'll be playing straight to your brain.
That'd be cool.
Because the chip would send the signals.
But wouldn't people be worried about it getting like hacked and stuff? You know, like once it's in your brain, like can it get you to do stuff?
Well, technically, your brain is what tells your legs to move. So technically, if you knew how to program it, you could tell it, "Well, make my legs move." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And start walking off.
You start planting them in soldiers, and then all of a sudden they're like just playing Call of Duty with real soldiers.
Have you not seen the film Gamer?
Yeah,
That's exactly what that is.
Yeah.
That's exactly. Have you seen that film?
No, I haven't.
Gamer.
Watch
Gamer.
Gamer.
Yeah, it's good.
Gamer's a brilliant film.
What is it? What's his name? Butler, Gerard Butler.
Yeah. There's a kid that I don't think you know that they're in.
Yeah, they're on like death row, and they get given the option to go into this gamer, or stay on death row.
Yeah, so then this kid is controlling Gerard Butler, I think it is, in playing like it's kind of exactly like Call of Duty, and he's got to play Call of Duty, but he's obviously controlling him and telling him what to do. Gamer,
it's a
really
film.
good film.
Yeah, it is.
Add it to the list.
Very
Add it to
actiony.
the list, yeah. Even teabags. One guy goes, "Hey, look, I'm teabagging him," and he teabags a guy.
As far as I've seen, Neuralink, I don't know if it's bi-directional. It only sends signals one way. So your brain produces the signal,
Right.
and then the chip will pick it up and then transfer that signal. It'll send the signal.
Right.
You got like these thousands of tiny wires thinner than a human hair.
It's all done by
Goes into your
robots,
brain.
isn't it?
Yeah, it's the first ever brain surgeon that's a robot. It's pretty fucking cool what they're doing. It's one of Elon's companies.
Yeah, it is clever. But again, I just can't. It's crazy how things have changed so much in the last Neuralink. What, 10 years? Not even that. How long's he been trying to do this with Neuralink?
I don't know, maybe 2016, something like that. It's scary.
He's pretty cool though, ain't he?
It's like, do you know if you could go back in time and to the first people who invented the camera and took the first ever photo, and they were looking at this photo, how incredible must that have been? Like that image wasn't painted, it wasn't drawn, it wasn't crafted in any way, carved. It was an image that was there, and
that
now
was.
it isn't there.
Yeah.
How the fuck do you even fathom that?
Yeah. So I'm saying, you know,
And then
in
jump forward
another,
about 200 years, how long's the camera been around?
I have no idea.
If you could show them today's technology, if you could go back and put this VR on their head,
Yeah. They think it's some sort of fucking alien
Wizard.
technology.
I think they'd
You'd be a witch. You'd be burned at the stake.
Salem witch trials. Do you know that was apparently psychedelics?
What?
The Salem witch trials.
I don't know what that is.
You never heard of the Salem witch trials?
That's like burning
Yeah,
witches.
in Salem, in America, there was a town in was it the 1800s, 1700s?
No.
And there was a load of witches got burned at the stake, or drowned, or however they got executed. But apparently that year, the reports of the witches, there was a early frost, which caused a lot of their crops to get ergot
Frostbite.
poisoning. And this ergot is psychedelic. So apparently they were all fucking tripping balls.
No, that's why they were.
That's why they're thinking that everyone's witches.
That's why they thought everyone was witches. I think it's ergot, and it's a very potent psychedelic.
Blimey.
And it is caused by an early frost. Which, according to the soil samples, that around that period of time they did.
Oh.
Huh?
Yeah. Technology, man. I wish I could, like, just have a look at what technology would be in 200 years. Will we get flying cars? Will we get, like, you know what, like sci-fi stuff?
I don't know what I'm more interested in. The technology of the future or the technology of the past?
No, the
Technology
future.
of
I
the
think for
past.
me.
Yeah,
I'm with Giggles here. I want to know
what's coming.
What's around the corner. Yeah.
I definitely want to know what's coming, but I want to know how the fuck they knew things back then. What technology do they have?
Aliens.
So there's a theory that aliens genetically modified us, and that's why we're intelligent. That's why we stand out. We stick out like a sore thumb on Earth amongst all the other animals. There's a theory that aliens came and
Modified our
us,
DNA.
molested us.
Probed us.
The story goes they came from the 10th planet. There's supposedly a 10th planet that orbits the sun at an elliptical orbit. And I think it comes around every 200,000 years. Comes into Earth's path. So for the rest of the orbit, it's so far away we can't see it. A bit like Pluto. We can barely see Pluto, that's why it took so long to discover. And the fact that it's so small. This 10th planet, I can't remember what it's called. Apparently that's where the aliens are from. And they came here to mine our gold.
Really?
That's an interesting story. It's pretty cool.
That's very cool.
It's far-fetched, but...
Yeah, how many other... If I mean, Earth's been around... How long's Earth been around for?
4 billion years?
Yeah.
Give or take.
So what's to say that we wasn't this advanced, I don't know, 3 billion years ago? Unlikely, I know, but...
There would be,
happened.
buildings and stuff, wouldn't there?
After that long? No, there wouldn't be.
No, buildings would perish in 100 years if all humans died today. It wouldn't take long for nature to take over.
It's only going to be some materials that
Reclaim this land
can't,
back.
like, decompose and can't disintegrate.
Most
Even
metals
still.
in a couple of thousand years would be gone.
Really?
Yeah, they just
How
rust away.
How many fossils was there that just, like you were saying before, and last time Chuckles was here, about birds? There was certain birds, and we were saying like dragons, maybe they were real, but their bones were so dense they couldn't fossilize.
It's the conditions to make a fossil anyway is very hard. It's very hard to make a fossil.
So what's to
It'd
say
be the
that
perfect
there wasn't?
conditions.
What's to say that there wasn't civilizations as advanced, if not maybe more advanced than us, billion years ago, before
I don't think
dinosaurs?
a billion years ago.
Huh?
I don't think a billion years ago.
Why not?
Well, humans.
Yeah.
So we left and came back.
Yeah, maybe. No, but
It's not-
I
we're not in
don't
the
mean
fossil record.
humans like we are now. But as far as we're concerned, to be alien. But maybe they did start here. They evolved. Evolution happened, and then everything got reset for some reason.
The lizards started getting very big. So get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, and then one stayed and thought, "Fuck it, I'm gonna go and terrorize Tokyo."
The animals used to be a lot bigger because oxygen levels on Earth used to be a lot higher.
Do you know how much oxygen is in the air?
23%?
21.
Ah, shit on it.
Only 21% of the air is oxygen.
Yeah. There's a lot of carbon dioxide, nitrogen, helium,
Yeah, 21%.
and we breathe it all in.
Yeah. Mad.
Our
So
lungs
does that
are
mean
actually
we're breathing in like
farts.
all yeah all the other bits?
Yeah, you breathe in everything.
Yeah, right.
Our lungs filtered it out.
You breathe out.
Yeah,
carbon
so
monoxide.
we just
absorb
take the
them.
oxygen part.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Is it carbon monoxide we breathe out?
Carbon dioxide.
Carbon
Yeah,
dioxide.
carbon dioxide.
Oh, carbon monoxide's bloody gas, bloody fumes, isn't it?
It's all gas.
Is that carbon? Okay,
Oxygen's
right.
gas.
Anything that's not a liquid is a gas
or
or
solid.
solid. And welcome to Science Friday. Science 101.
Yeah, no, carbon dioxide. Carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide are pretty much the same thing, but they have an extra oxygen molecule. So I think carbon
Somebody paid
monoxide
attention
is a
in
lot
physics.
more dangerous.
Wait,
That's not physics.
chemistry. Somebody paid
Chemistry.
attention in chemistry. Somebody didn't pay attention in school.
Someone didn't even go to school.
Someone, shh.
I
did.
enjoyed chemistry, but we weren't very good there. Yeah, CO2 is the chemical...
Carbon to oxygen, isn't it?
Yeah, 2 oxygen. Well, carbon monoxide is C32. Oh, wait, CO2, CO3. Yes, that's the one,
CO3, yeah.
I believe.
Mm.
But for some reason,
But-
when mixed in that format, it's a lot more dangerous.
Yeah, don't know. But still, technology. How did we get here? Where are we going to be? That's the question I want answering.
That's what you want to get to the bottom to, is it?
Yeah.
I think we started cooking our meat.
What?
We started cooking our meat. Made us more intelligent. Killed off all the bacteria.
In the meat.
Yeah.
So what happens if we all turn vegan?
I think we're fucked then, aren't we? A lot
I
of
don't-
pale faces around.
Yeah, that can't be good for you, you know.
I think it's good
Humans
for some
need
people.
humans need the
The protein.
proteins and the supplements you get from meat
Yeah, the majority of
and
people.
eggs
But why
and
do you have...
dairy and you know what I mean?
Yeah, but some people can't eat dairy or can't eat eggs. It's not for everyone. That's what's strange about humans.
Yeah, but they can't eat it. Yeah, but like 100 years ago, they still ate it.
Yeah, they just got sick. They didn't know why. 100 years ago, they were all sick anyway.
Did they though, or is it more like the pesticides and the stuff that we're putting in the food now
I think that's got a
is
lot to
is
do with it, yeah.
making people ill? You know what I mean? And giving them allergic reactions and stuff like that, like being allergic to peanuts and stuff. You know what I mean?
Peanuts.
I mean,
No, that wasn't a thing
yeah.
100 years ago, 50
Yeah, but
years
how
ago.
accessible were
Allergic to
peanuts?
nuts.
They're from a foreign land. They weren't that accessible. You couldn't just pop down the shop and pick up a kilo bag of them. They weren't in Snickers. Nobody ate them.
That's why they're all cranky. They all turned into divas.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's definitely a correlation between pesticides, herbicides. Definitely not good for you.
No, that,
You got like so many people now that have got like stomach problems and anxiety, all that sort of stuff. Is it the stuff that we're putting in our food, or or the companies are putting in the foods to make it cheaper and whatever that
make it last
that's
longer
just
and stuff.
messing up our digestive system, and then now we're all paying the price.
Do you think they really put it in there to preserve it? To make it cheaper?
No, probably to make it
Or
way
is it
more,
to
so
make
it
us
costs more money.
stupid? It kills our IQ. It lowers our IQ. Do you think that's part of the plan?
Why though?
no,
Why
why?
would anyone want to do that?
Make us more reliant?
On what?
It's reliant, not the word I'm looking for. Compliant.
Compliant to what?
To the government.
You need a tinfoil hat on your head.
Well, the guy I was talking to had a tinfoil hat on his head, so I wonder what he's up to.
Thought he was being watched. No,
I
that's
think they're definitely up to it. Something. Well, you don't think they're not putting fluoride in our water to?
I don't think the government are doing it now. I do think companies are. They're putting things in to make the food last longer, or so that they can produce it cheaper.
More of it.
And that's what's
Most like big companies that make chicken breasts, for example, pump them all full of water to make them bigger and weigh more.
Yeah. That's why when you cook them, they shrivel up.
So yeah.
Yeah.
If you buy a good, decent quality chicken breast, it'll come out the same size it went in.
This hasn't been pumped full of shit.
Yeah.
But that's legal. They're allowed to do that.
Do you know
Like, they
bananas
should-
used to be straight?
Did they?
Yeah, we genetically modified them to be bent. Well, we didn't genetically modify them.
Well, that's because of the way we eat them.
Yeah. No, we
I
like
don't.
selected them. Select bred them to become bent.
Why?
I don't know. And carrots used to be purple. Apparently, they're more
Really?
appealing orange, so we changed them.
And I know that pineapple used to be like a really exotic, expensive fruit. It was like a caviar of fruit.
Do you know the avocado trade brings in more money and deaths than the cocaine trade?
Was it?
I don't know. Look that up.
Are you making
Did you
this
know?
up?
Did you know? Is that true? I
It's
don't
something
know.
like that. It's something like that. I watched a documentary on Netflix. There's a lot of deaths around it, and it brings in a lot of money. It's a huge illegal trade
Why? What,
amongst the
avocados?
cartel. Yeah,
I know there's
Exactly.
a big thing about avocados, like, because
At the minute, and like everyone, hipsters and
yeah, they're all
woke people, eating avocado on toast.
You have to
Yeah.
watch the documentary. I can't remember what they were saying. As while ago I watched it, but they were saying there's a huge illegal like smuggling trade, like a drug trade around avocados amongst the cartel in like Mexico and Brazil and
Oh,
wherever we dope from.
oh, that's mad. But I know that pineapple used to be a. I don't know why it was. Maybe because it was just rare to get hold of, or what?
Yeah, probably.
And it was like the
Imagine all fruits were a
that
delicacy.
kings the fruit that kings ate and stuff like that because it was so expensive and it was like say like caviar.
Look at oranges. They used to be a delicacy. That's why you had one at Christmas.
Huh?
Yeah, didn't you get oranges at Christmas?
No.
Maybe not you, but years ago.
What, you had oranges for Christmas?
Yeah.
What, you had oranges for Christmas?
No, not me, but the older generations. Years ago.
Hmm.
When oranges weren't accessible. You have an
Alright.
orange at Christmas. That's why you have a chocolate orange. That's where that came from.
Oh, they're good, but they're not Terry's. They're mine.
I don't like them. You can have them.
Oh, give over.
I like flavoured chocolate. I like mint chocolate. I like
Oh.
orange chocolate.
Terry's chocolate orange.
Mm.
I love me a Terry's
They made a
chocolate
popping.
orange.
They made a popping candy.
Popping
one
candy.
once.
Terry's chocolate orange. That was good. And they make a white one now.
Yeah.
That's
It's the
good
white
too.
one orange.
Yeah. It's nice.
Oh, no.
No,
I
it's
wouldn't
white.
mind a Terry's chocolate banana. I wouldn't mind that.
What? What'd you say?
Chocolate banana.
Chocolate banana.
I like oranges.
How are you eating it though? Like this?
I'd
Was
probably
it-
grate it down. I'd get it grated on it.
That just looks worse.
I'd have some grated chocolate.
God.
So, what's your conclusion? How do we get here? And where are we going?
What, like in general or in this episode?
Well, that's your question. That's what we wanted to know.
Yeah, but I won't find out the answer. I want.
Do you think we're evolved?
Huh?
Do you think we did evolve?
Yeah.
I do.
Believe in evolution?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think we just appeared here.
I don't know how you could. But then, how did single-cell organisms just appear here? How did
Bacteria.
they just... Yeah, but how?
No?
Yeah, but how? Where'd they come from?
I don't know. Water and
How did matter just move on its own?
Maybe from space, from another planet somewhere.
Yeah, quite possibly.
Came down, meteors or whatever, crashed into the water, and
That's also a theory.
There we were.
Panspermia is called. It
What?
sounds very dirty. Panspermia.
What that we
There's a
was.
theory that alien life, bacterial life, evolved on other planets and meteor impacts crashed into those planets, causing debris to fling off in all directions, spreading the bacterial life that came from that planet out into space to eventually hit other planets.
All right. That's
the
interesting.
theory.
What? And
That's
then
a
it crashed,
theory.
crashed onto Earth, and voila.
Yeah, one of those fragments hit Earth, and then
Millions of years later, here we are.
yeah. I like that theory. But then again, where did the first one come from? How did dead matter become alive? Because we are matter. We're made up of atoms, just like
We all
everything else in
matter,
the
all right?
universe.
We all matter.
I don't know. I'm not a scientist.
I think we definitely evolved. If we're not in a simulation, we definitely evolved.
Yeah, that's the most likely scenario, isn't it?
I like the idea of aliens coming down and tampering. But then the question of, to tamper with what? Life would have already had to have existed. And my question is, I want to know where life came from, not necessarily humans.
All life, yeah.
That first germ that decided to wriggle into another germ and absorb it rather than eat it. That's when one cell became two. Or two cells became one.
That's like a Spice Girls song, isn't it? Maybe that's what they were talking about.
One.
Yeah,
maybe.
that's what they were talking about.
The origins of life.
Posh Spice. She knew all along. She had the answers.
Wait, I just realised that's pretty fucking cool. That's supposedly how life started. Multiple cell organisms. You had two cells, and normally cells just went around for a couple of million years. This happened for a long time. Cells just used to be single cells. They used to absorb one and dissolve it. Use that as energy to go on and find the next cell and absorb that and dissolve it. So there was just still only one cell. But one time, and apparently only one time, for some reason, which is unknown, one cell absorbed another but didn't dissolve it. It absorbed its information and became part of that cell and became a multiple cell organism. And that's where life started evolving.
So
Apparently it was at that moment. Apparently only once that ever happened. Because
that,
all life can be traced back to that one moment. Every single animal. They say we are related to chimpanzees, but we're related to all life on Earth.
all life, yeah.
Not just
because
animal life,
we
but
would have had
plant
to have
life.
come from it, yeah.
We all came
And that's
from
what
that
they're looking
one
for in
moment.
Mars. Isn't that what they're looking for on Mars? If they can find water on Mars,
Then they're looking for those little
then
swimmers.
they're looking for the little tadpoles.
But my realization was, if that happened 3 billion years ago, one cell absorbing another, that's exactly what happens during conception. The
Yeah.
egg absorbs the sperm,
Yeah.
and then life is born. It's pretty cool. I just had that light bulb
Epiphany.
went off. Yeah. Thought I'd share it with you.
Thanks.
Anyway, should
With
we
us
have our
and the
jokes?
viewers.
Huh?
Should we have our jokes?
Should we have our jokes? All right, go on then. We'll. I think we've got a decent. Gone on for a decent amount of time talking about nothing again.
Oh, shit.
Talking about crap. Let's do some jokes. Chuckles, what you got for us?
What's the difference between a rectal thermometer and a normal oral thermometer?
Go on.
What?
The taste.
Okay.
Lovely. All right.
Go on then, Giggles. Let's
You
hear
want me to
it.
go next?
Yeah, go on.
I don't think I'm gonna. I don't want to mess it up. That's why. Right. Okay. Why can't Miss Piggy count to 70? Because every time she gets to 69, she's got a frog stuck in her throat.
I like it.
Go on, Chitz.
What's the difference between jam and jelly.
Go on.
You can't jelly a dick in someone's ass.
Oh, fuck's sake, he's won again, isn't he? He's won already. God. Lovely.
On that one.
Okay. I get it. Yeah. Cool. All right. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe and follow us on Instagram.
And we
See you
made
next
it to
time.
episode 10.
Huh?
Episode 10, baby.
Episode 10. 10 episode down. Woo! See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
The Chitz and Giggles podcast.